Welcome to another Discourse with Kat, where I have filler content of me doing artsy-fartsy stuff, and I just talk a lot about something. I pulled my Instagram users, and today's topic is going to be about the LOL surprise dolls. No, this video will not have me This video will not have me actually unboxing the doll and going over it, because they are $27. And I don't need to be paying for a doll and supporting a company and telling them that I want to teach my child how to become Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, an extra in Katy Perry's Chained to the Rhythm. Chained to the Rhythm. Sorry guys, these episodes don't actually get edited. You get to hear all this funsies. And Ruby O'Carroll from The Kitchen. So no, I will not be buying this doll. The only way I'm going to be getting it is secondhand or through Goodwill. I am not supporting this. Oh, maybe Black Friday if it's cheap enough, but I know they still make a profit. So, following my little outline, so I hopefully don't have to do this again. This is take number 3, by the way. Yeah, I did sound that crazy the first 2 times. So my thoughts on the LOL dolls as a doll customizer. Well, okay. So, the first big deal of why I'm excited about these dolls is the proportions. Not many dolls have this shape. That is the wonderful thing about right now, is that we're getting a lot more body shapes in terms of doll bodies. Kirby figures. This doll will rock the Kirby figure silhouettes for anything. Like, I mean, proportion-wise, the head and the body, I don't feel they go together, but it's a stylized choice. If you want to hybrid it, I think there's a lot of great potential there. Like, and just for random ideas of what you could do with these dolls, I've got Jessica Rabbit, Anthro dolls, like, what is it, Bugs Bunny, any kind of bunny, hippie deer, like, super curvy animal turned humanoid. Showgirls, I mean, legs for days there, guys. Betty Boop, Poppin' Antelier, has already done this, but just because she has doesn't mean nobody can make Betty Boop ever again. I wrote down thick babes on my notes too, so, like, yeah, thick babes. Run with that if you want. Now, that being said, I think that as a doll maker who does clothing, this doll is not going to be friendly to you, and you need to stick with stretchy fabrics, okay? Stretchy fabrics will be forgiving, because those curves, yeah. Now, I'm going to do the breakdown about how I feel about certain aspects of the doll itself, not the overall silhouette, okay? The head, I mean, you already heard me mention before, I am not a fan of the LOL doll heads. I have not liked the actual line of dolls until these dolls have come out, and even then, I still don't like the head. Like, I'm just like, no, take it away. However, again, it's a stylized choice, and it'd be fantastic for, say, again, Betty Boop. Seriously, if you haven't already seen the Poppin' Antelier video of her making Betty Boop, go watch it. As if you haven't already seen it, because, yeah, my follower count. You should have seen that way before you see this. Anyway. Aliens. Aliens would be fantastic for this. Maybe not the triangle head aliens, but giant-eyed aliens. Beautiful idea. Animals like Snowball from The Secret Life of Pets. That bunny was insane, and he had the big eyes. Crazy to prove it. So LOL dolls, perfect for stuff like that. I already covered it, but again, my notes, I wrote down me no likey. As for hybriding options, I don't actually, as I mentioned before, I don't actually have the doll, so I couldn't tell you what heads I think go with it. But if I had to take a shot in the dark, maybe with some carving, a Shopkins or a Boxy Girl head. If anybody out there has already done this, throw out suggestions, because that's one of those things that people are always looking for information on. What neck pegs will fit what heads? Or, like, in ball joint doll community, what company's head will fit with other companies' bodies? As a hot topic out there, and maybe someone needs to design ways to make easier socketing options. Yeah, just throwing that out there. Any inventors out there, help us, doll people. Okay, so the hair. Really love the hair if you're not going to do anything to, like, style it, cut it off, replace it, or whatever. But, again, this video is as a customizer. So, the 2 short-haired girl options, whatever, they're there. The long hair on the other 2 options, fantastic for reuse. Crazy colors, so you have some uniqueness going on there. And I've seen that plenty of people have been talking either that, you know, there is so much product in there that, you know, you may not have to restyle it. You can just, like, glue the top and still have the curls in the bottom. Or, you know, just the fact that, yeah, the product holds pretty good, but you can get it out if you really, really want. So, just throwing that out there. I would not go out and buy a doll to get the hair, though. But it's always good to have something to be able to recycle from the doll you do get. Now, a big thing for me that I was impressed with were the hands. You can see here, there's some detail shots of some people that have taken the pictures of the dolls. Yay, internet, saving me from having to actually support the company and buy the doll. Man, that sounds really bad, but, you know, I really didn't want to spend money and let them know that, you know, another wave is coming in and I'll buy that too. No. Goodwill will provide one day. I just have to wait. Anyway, actually back to the body, like the specific, just, you know, the torso area. As I said before, it really is hard to pattern. I would say even an experienced pattern maker would sit there and curse a couple of times, maybe glue some stuff and bleed all over whatever they might be making. Go into that with caution and know that you might have a bit of a rough time if you're trying to make a full-bodied outfit. Not to mention that in terms of the size ratio of arms, legs, head to body, you've got nothing to work with. Said it's a unique silhouette that is fantastic in terms of providing more options, but yikes. Now, something that I also was thinking about was the posability. Like, yes, the legs look fantastic in terms of being able to move around with the hip joint, but considering how much body you've got and how much, like, I don't know, it just seems to me like there would be some limited posability options from the hips down. Like, and we're not even going to get into the ratchet joints just yet. But now that I'm going to the next point, we are. Legs for days, yes, but the knees are ratchet joints. There is no ankle articulation. And due to the fact that I guess the legs would be rubber because of the ratchet joint, you're going to have fun time trying to paint it. Papa Antelaire has already mentioned that, you know, she thinks the paint would flake off, and she is probably very much right. Because with all the Monster High stuff, you're painting around a joint, and yes, the paint does wear off on the joints. The paint will more than likely wear off on the ratchet knees. As a modding standpoint, the ratchet knees, if you're going to try to mod the legs, you might actually just be cutting into it and ruin the ratchet joint, because I have no idea how that thing is placed in the leg. My best assumption is that it is held in there either through like a skeletal structure or just kind of floating in the leg itself and is molded around it, so that if you like cut a hole near the ratchet joint, it might start just coming loose over time. Not to mention, as a modder as well, you have the rubber legs. And I'm saying rubber, I'm not entirely sure if the rubber, but it's obviously some kind of flexible material or the ratchet joint wouldn't work. You are usually working with epoxy or some kind of hardeners, and you're going to be adding on to a very flexible surface, so it might not be the best hold. You'll also probably have times where you're not exactly sure what glue to use, or you have to use some really hardcore toxic glue that might melt the rubber anyway. So just keep that in mind when you are thinking about some of your ideas for your doll. That also being said, again, back to the ratchet joint, it has limited articulation, so the posability is not all there. And if you're modding, you might end up just having to cut open the leg, rip it out, and then at this point, how much of a leg do you have to work with? So, hey, anybody out there, if you're going to go ahead and start working on one of these dolls, modding them, I'd love to hear your results, okay? Okay, now, this was one of the sections that had to do with me re-recording this again, because naked feet and naked dolls came out of my mouth a lot. But the topic is feet. Anything mentioned after is about the feet and only the feet. There is a hole in the bottom of the feet, which makes for easy posing. Or, you know, trying to make a stand as invisible as possible so that it looks more natural. My thing that I was really excited about is that you could have a lot of naked feet posing, like, you know, just walking through the beach, walking through the grass and all that stuff, with some artfully posed, either like grass or sand or wherever you happen to be, something posed in front of your stand, or even Photoshop it out really, as opposed to like a big old stand holding at the hips. You can make some really dynamic poses and also have it looking fantastic and very natural. None of the pose stands in the way. No very obvious signs that the doll is being held up or held in place. I think it'd be very awesome if someone did that. Not to mention, I also think that because the hole's in the feet, you can, if you get a dowel rod that's big enough, stick that in the hole and then like hang the doll upside down from a tree. I know, really weird thought, but I'm really excited about the idea of making the doll look visually more alive than, you know, say sitting her on a rock somewhere. You can have her like doing an air kick and being held up by the single heel in the ground. I think that's a pretty cool option as a photographer. Not that I'm a great one, but, you know, just throwing this out there. The LOL dolls have a lot of potential. Like, I can see infinite possibilities as a customizer, but again, I think there's some drawbacks. The size. I'll put up a comparison here just from bodies that you already have on hand that you can know of. For those of us who don't have it yet, the posability, which, you know, is a big thing for some of us doll customizers. You know, just full articulation or get the hell out. Not to mention the material could get in the way. That's not to say I don't recommend this as a customizer. I'm just saying perhaps know what you're getting into before you get one of these dolls with the idea to customize it. Because, God, some people live and die by body blushing, and you cannot body blush legs. And for me, as modder, like, guys, I'm so behind on videos. I am sorry, but I am a crazy, insane modder now. Like, I will never have enough epoxy. The idea that I can get, you know, elbows deep into a project and then go, crap, I was not anticipating this because this doll doesn't do this in the way that every other doll I've worked on does. Not a good feeling, especially when you're in the throes of the creative wave, and then, you know, you slam up against some rocks and then you're very, very mad. But, you know, it's all part of the process. As more people customize these dolls, we'll learn more. And sorry, I am not fast enough, guys. Like I said, I'm like 4 dolls behind on my videos. I've got, like, I'm lucky to make a doll, maybe 2 every month. So I'm going as fast as I can. It's not fast enough. I'm looking forward to all the other designers out there. Well, not designers, creators, designers, whatever you guys call yourselves, be it customizers, crazy lady with dolls, or artiste, you know, whatever. I'm looking forward to more people making dolls. I've already linked to the Pop and Atelier one, and if I can find some more, I will link to those as well, just so you can see what people are going through, get the experience firsthand. Well, you can't get the experience firsthand. Anyway, get the experience and get them to go over those hurdles for you so you're a little bit more aware before you go to town on the doll yourself. Anyway, so that has been Discourse with Kat. Instagram has given me a couple other topics. More of these will be coming in time. I hope you guys don't feel like I'm flooding the channel with content that has nothing to do with what I do, because it does. But I'm also trying not to spit out doll repaint after doll repaint, because I need to change, and I'm doing it because adventure! Alright, anyway. I'm out, you guys. Just remember, if you start a project, please finish it, okay? Thanks for watching. Hey, so if you have your own suggestions on topics that you'd like for me to cover, or if you have your own opinions on the topic covered, leave a comment below. You guys know the drill. It's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. If you want to leave a comment, you know where to type. If you liked the video, like the video. If you are not a subscriber, you should totally subscribe to my channel. I don't do this video often, I promise. There will be more repaint videos, more crafting videos. All that's coming soon, the next time I finish another project. Bye!